Keep talking. Keep talking. Because I'm going to get this out. I'm not letting nobody disrespect me no more in this life. Not no bitch, not no man, not nobody. I'm going to run some shit down for y'all because my blood pressure is through the roof right now. Early in the morning. Early morning. I can't even believe I put myself in these positions. I never share with y'all what I go through behind the scenes, who I'm dealing with, dating. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Go ahead and talk, because I'm going to put the camera right to you. Yeah, go ahead. So like I said, I'm doing the BBOs. I'm promoting black businesses a couple years ago, late 2020. I put out there on Instagram to my friends, if y'all know any black business owners, tag me. Tag me because I want to support their business. A friend of mine sends me a link, a couple of links to people. One link was a business. I liked one of the items and I bought it. I started promoting this business. Yeah, Grand Rising. So I start promoting this business. This is a gentleman. He's from Brooklyn. He owns a business. I'm doing my work, the work that I said I was going to do, and promoting black businesses. Anybody that saw me on the internet, they knew that. You know what you're getting yourself into. If you're approaching me, if you're trying to meet me through the internet, you should know what you're getting yourself into. Period. So this gentleman said, I see what you're going through. You could use my place for the studio, for a place to make your content. This is where it started at. I heard your story, what you're going through with your kids, your living arrangement. I know what it's like. I'm like, oh, that's a nice gesture. But you know, nothing is just nice because people have ulterior motives, right? So anyway, long story short, I start using his place for the studio to make my content. We get cool. We end up dating or whatever you want to call it. But it was not a serious situation because he knew I had 3 kids. So I don't feel this gentleman wanted to be in a relationship with me at that time from the beginning. Grand Rising, y'all, from the beginning. Now, from the beginning, this gentleman is asking me for favors. He had a place, he had a job, he had a business, but he still needed me for little favors. I'm not going to break down the exact nuances of what he needed, but he needed monetary favors, things that had to do with money, not necessarily a loan. Some of them were loans, but help with certain things. But it was an even exchange, right? He's letting me use his place to make content. I helped him where I could help him. Yeah. Let me explain something to y'all. Why y'all hear me say a lot of, you cannot let a person, especially a man as a woman, you can't let a man's pain and what he went through dictate how you're going to behave with them. Basically, what I'm saying is, a man comes with a sob story. That does not mean that you have to feel sorry for them, because in you feeling sorry for them is going to bite you in the ass. People are users. People use people for whatever they need for the moment. People love to see something in me. Even though I've been struggling these past 3 years, I still get men to think that I am here to help them. And that's crazy. So y'all be asking me in the chat, are you single? Are you this? Are you that? Technically I am, because I cannot say I'm in a committed relationship with somebody who, number one, was unsure of me from the beginning. Right? That's one. 2, you could feel when you only beneficial when you got certain things going on for yourself. When you at the bottom, you can't show people you at the bottom because they will try to use that to their advantage. They won't even look at it like, oh, she's at the bottom. Let me not do too much. Let me see how I can help her for real. No, it's how can I get her whatever little bit she got for myself. This is what people do. Another sad thing about people is you could call somebody out on their shit. You could call somebody out on their shit and they get upset and act like you're talking Chinese, like you're lying, like it's clear as day in your face, and they will sit there and lie and lie and lie. Let me ask y'all a general question. This is male or female. If you moved in with a person, whether you're in a committed relationship with them or not, you move in with the opposite sex, and that person loses their job and tells you, I need to keep my place. They're upset. They're tearful. They're telling you, I got to do what I got to do to keep my place. And then you get a windfall of money to be able to pay for their rent. And you give them this money for their rent because they just cried to you about to lose their place. And then what if you found out that they didn't use any of that money for their rent? I'm going to ask y'all again. What would you do if somebody cried to you about losing their place because they lost their job? You give them the money, not for the whole amount of the rent, but 80% of it. And you find out later on they didn't use any of that money for their rent. M. Jones, what's up? December White. You would not like that at all, correct? Well, this is what I just found out. And this individual is upset. Like, I am the bad guy. I'm the villain.
I sent $400 back to you, and $200 went towards the
and then they're in the background saying
I sent
what?
$400 right to you, and I spent $200 for the Wi-Fi that was backed up on. You or me didn't have a job, so the balance $300 and some change.
M. Jones, you said big man, right? You making yourself look bad. Please stop talking. Stop talking. You're making yourself look bad.
Because you're not giving full context.
In the background.
You're not giving full
Nobody
context.
had to know who you was.
You're not giving full context.
And you are making yourself look bad. So just be quiet.
You gave $1,000. I gave you $400 back. I used $200 for the back cable because you needed Wi-Fi to go live. The two and change, $300 was for us to eat.
December said they would never be able to get money from me at all again. Thank you, December. M. Jones says, I have been giving my baby daddy money to help with cigarettes, and he only gives me partial the money back. If somebody said, oh, Leos ain't the problem, y'all sure about that? Are y'all sure about that? Because are y'all sure?
You need to delete that because you know you got this crazy bitch over there. I'm sorry you even going on it. You need to just go cut that off, please.
I don't need to do anything. You say he should apologize and make it right. But no, I don't get that type of treatment. I get people still trying to convince you that they did nothing wrong. And they try to convince you like in a manner like you agreed to that. So whatever is in their fucking pea brain mind. I never agreed to that. Let's give more context. February, and where's Miss Cool T? Because she's a witness of this. My mother's a witness to this. In February, because me and this gentleman was not in a committed relationship, and he didn't give me. He didn't give me.
You put too much of your business out there.
I don't care. I don't care.
You should delete.
I don't care.
You're putting too much of your business out there.
Why are you talking? This is my life. Why are you talking? I paid my rent this month. Shut the fuck up, bitch. This is why you can't fuck with niggas that's a roommate. Because you lose respect. Shut the fuck up. so I can talk on my motherfucking live and not fucking pay rent for this month. Did you? Did you even pay them? Did you pay them? All right, so then be quiet right now and let me fucking vent. So like I said, this is why you cannot go half with niggas. They still don't respect your shit.
You just started going.
So like I said.
The fuck? You just started.
Oh, let's go there. Let's go there.
You just started.
Let me give y'all context. So in February, a little bit before Valentine's Day, I was gonna go to the shelter. To the point where I even told my mother and Talitha, yo, I'm not gonna be able to stay in this place where I'm at.
This is not gonna be good.
Because I don't give a fuck. Shut up. You should have been an adult and spoke to me properly and told the truth. And then I wouldn't have had to feel like I needed to vent to somebody to hear my story. Please shut up. Like I said, so when I was about to go to the shelter, this man sat there. He had a job at the time. He was okay with it. How is a man that supposedly care about you or they love you, they act like they want to be with you, they're okay with you going to the shelter?
You stress that you need to go to the shelter.
No.
What
I said to him was, I have 3 kids. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Because I'm talking. This is not your channel. Shut up. You see how you can pay a nigga's rent and they still want to fucking violate you? You can pay a nigga's rent. The nigga is about to smoke my weed that I just bought. I just bought that weed, but he got so much to say. These niggas are fucking weird. So like I said, he was okay with me going to the shelter. Why? Because I said all my kids need to live with me. Not just the 2 little kids. I have a 20-year-old son. Every time I bring up my oldest son, he shuts down. He has nothing to fucking say. My pussy cannot get wet for a nigga that cannot accept all my kids. Okay? Now, you see TP Judah Lion? I literally paid this nigga more than half of his rent. And he's talking hella shit. Did not even pay his landlord from February. He did not pay his landlord since February. So then shut the fuck up and let me talk. So shut the fuck up, bitch. So then shut up. Good. And you're a bitch nigga. So let's talk. The nigga was okay with me going to the shelter. All right, let me go back outside. Since you want to talk over me. Let me go back outside, right? See this? Men, they show you who they are. I literally have my bags packed, y'all. The nigga, I tell him I'm going to the shelter right before Valentine's Day. The nigga tells me, wait until 2 days after Valentine's Day. He didn't get me nothing for Valentine's Day. I don't know what the fuck he told me to wait for. Do you know the day after Valentine's Day, I had my suitcase packed. I had all my shit packed to go. I'm charging my phone and I see the nigga. He was supposed to be at work. He comes back. He lost his job. You see how God works? When he had the job, he didn't give a fuck that I was going to the shelter, y'all. He was okay with it. Regardless of how he's trying to say it, oh, it was for your kids. No, he was okay with me going to the... Stop talking. I paid my rent, bitch. Shut up. If you got my money back, then I'll fucking leave. You got my $800? Then shut the fuck up. Show me some respect. Yeah. Okay with me going to the shelter. He was okay with it. Do you know how God be intervening for me? I never told y'all this story. We sitting there trying to figure out, look, I could have just left the nigga. I stuck around because he's crying about his rent and he lost his job and he needs to pay his rent. I sat here and I brainstormed with a nigga that did not say he accepted me and all my kids. Yes, we do have to do that black candle. So I'm still trying to help him when he lost his job, even though he was okay with me going to the shelter. Shout out to Roxanne. We sitting there brainstorming about how to pay the rent, and she cashed at me $1,000 out of nowhere. That's God. What do you think I did, y'all? I sent it right to his bitch ass to pay his rent. The whole $1,000. I don't hear niggas talking about that's a lie.
So I sent you $400 right back.
So now, in his mind, listen to the dumb shit. Listen to the dumb shit.
I sent you $400.
Stop talking because you're making yourself look bad.
I paid $200 for the
All right, since I can't talk, I'm going outside. If I can't talk, I'm going outside. The nigga sends me $300 back at first. I'm like, why are you sending me money back? Send it to your landlord so that you can breathe about your rent. No, he sends me then an additional 100. For what? I didn't ask for it. If I sent you 1,000, that means I'm giving you that for your rent. He didn't use it. And now he's yelling and beefing because I'm calling him out on it. He's making it worse. Some men just need to shut up and listen. Exactly. He's making it worse. I literally am asking because now that I'm working, he wants me to pay half the rent, right? So I'm asking, are you paying the, no, he's behind a month still. So I asked him today, well, how are you behind a month? If you have a job now, did you pay them from that $1,000 that I gave you with the $600 that you kept? He said no. We ate and smoked weed. There's no way you spend $600 on weed and food. It's no way.
$200.
It's no way. Stop talking. You're making it worse. You're making it worse.
We both was not working.
You're making yourself look bad. I'm telling the story. Is this not my fucking channel? Did I not pay the rent? Do you got my $800? Do you have my $800? And then I'll shut the fuck up and I'll leave. Do you have my money? I don't have to give shit. This is my fucking channel. Go live on your fucking channel. Fuck is wrong with these niggas? This is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what I go through.
You gotta get full context.
I just gave full context.
No, you left it out.
What am I? Did you pay the rent with the $600?
If I paid the rent,
yes or no?
You or me was not working.
Yes or no? Did you pay the rent and that's what I gave you the money for? Yes or no?
No.
Exactly. Get the fuck out my face.
We both was
Get the fuck out my face.
We both was not.
Shut up.
We both was not working.
Yes, y'all hear this? And then y'all wonder why I tell y'all I'm single. You wonder why. I would never drop the link for you. Do you understand why now I'm single? And I'm a bitch. He's calling me a bitch. And just told me he did not spend that money on the rent. Money that was donated to fucking me. I could have kept for me and my kids. And the nigga didn't even fucking pay his rent. That's what I go through in real life too. That's what I go through. And the nigga's so emboldened. So mad. Like I said something wrong. This is your black man calling me a bitch when all I did was help his bitch ass when he lost his job. Before I had a job, right? I could have kept that money for myself. Somebody in the chat tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong right now. You see how niggas can't take accountability? Context about what? I gave you money for rent, not for nothing else. You say he stole from you. That's how you see it. And that's how I feel. That I feel stolen from. Exactly. And look, when niggas are bitches, they can't even see it. Author Empress, exactly. That's fucked up. What is he mad at? You are not wrong. Exactly. I don't have the right to ask if you're paying the rent, if I'm giving you half of my fucking money, December, half of my money, and you telling me you behind, and I'm just supposed to eat it. Wow. These are our black men. M. Jones, thank you. It is stressful. And it's stressful that I gotta argue that you're wrong. You know what I gave you that money for. You know it. So why sit here now with an excuse about how was we gonna eat? Nigga, I have a SNAP card. Why are you lying? Why are you lying about eating when you don't even eat like that? You don't buy food like that. Why are you lying? And if you gave me $400 back, the type of person I am, I buy my own weed. I bought this weed we smoking right now. So what are you talking about? December, early in the morning, I'm doing my hair. I'm listening to YouTube. Somehow the conversation came up because he's talking about whatever's going on in his bank. And random conversation had nothing to do with the rent, and then it led into that. See how God reveals things to you, because I'm not talking to his landlords. I'm not on the lease. So I'm giving him the money, trusting him that he's going to do the right thing, and he's not. So there you have it. That's what I'm dealing with.
You're not giving full context, yo. You're not giving full context.
Again, you're not
giving full context. You're not, Aaliyah.
What do you feel like you need to prove?
Okay, can I say something?
What do you need to prove?
Can I just say something? All right. Yes, you gave me $1,000, right? I lost my job, right? You was not working, right? I lost my job. You wasn't working. Through the grace of God, you got the $1,000, right? Now, you gave me the $1,000. I sent you $300, right? Because I was like, I can't just take everything, right? This is your channel, your donation.
But you're going to take it for what it wasn't intended for. Deshaun, I have nothing to say to you. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm on live right now, and I don't want you in the background. Can you respect that? I paid you rent. All right, guess what? Did I pay rent this month? Did I pay rent this month? Did I pay you $800 the other day? Yes or no?
Yes, you did.
All right, so excuse me then. Let me have my space.
I can't talk.
So let me have my space or give me my money back. Either one. You can't have it both ways. You can't take my money and then you're not giving me the respect of a place for me to have a safe space. All right, so I'm going outside. And don't come outside. Exactly. Exactly. Like I said, do y'all see? Do y'all see? He knows he's wrong and just can't accept criticism. Again, I don't want to hear you right now. Please. This is why I went live, because there's no conversation with you right now. You're not admitting what you did. So please stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Niggas is trifling. Yo. Why you think I said I'm never going to give a fuck about a black man's tears? Because it's fake. They do that shit to get what they fucking need for themselves. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. Now, do y'all remember when I said when I went to the Black Agenda, I hadn't paid my rent? So I agreed to pay $750 a month.
Both times.
Again.
Both times you went to Atlanta.
From February. So as of February, I agreed to pay $750 a month, which would be half of his rent, right? I sent $1,000 in February. Listen to me, y'all. He chooses to send $400 back. I didn't ask for $400 back. In his mind, he's saying, I was giving you your money back to treat yourself. That wasn't a treat. If we both needed somewhere to live, and I'm giving you the money for the rent so you could feel secure, right? Hear me out. So, no, you so emboldened, you don't need to smoke my weed. Yeah, I'm on my shit. Yeah. Fuck out of here. You can't even let me talk. I can't even have the respect on my own channel. I paid for the Wi-Fi. I paid the rent. I paid for the weed. And I can't even fucking talk. I'm a disrespect. You see, this is why you can't, as a woman, you can't even come with shit. The nigga keeps saying, I don't have a job, but I held shit down without a job. I gave you that $1,000 without a job. That was in February. I started working in April. So who's the disrespectful bitch here? Now, back to what I was saying. February, gave him the 1,000. He gives me 400 back. I'm thinking he's gonna give the 600 for the rent. He gave them nothing of that. March comes, I had a death in the family in Atlanta. Y'all remember all of this. Niggas could say whatever they want. I'm not lying about none of this. I go to Atlanta, so I didn't pay the $750 that month. I gave him $260, $60 for laundry and $200 towards the rent. So I gave him something. I didn't just go to Atlanta. I gave the nigga something, right? That was in March. April, I go to Atlanta for the Black Agenda. Still didn't give. I gave him 300. I gave him 300 in April. Still didn't give the full 750, but I gave something. Why is it that you're just paying for March's rent in May? That's what I asked him. And I'm getting called a disrespectful bitch right now. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong.
Because both times you go to the gender tour, jam me up. Okay, you know how much I get paid, so
it jammed you up.
Yeah,
you didn't pay the $600 when I gave it to you, dummy. Do y'all hear the dumb shit? You didn't give the money I gave for the rent, so you was jamming yourself up. You jammed yourself up. I gave you 1,000. Do you see the mentality? I gave you $1,000. You didn't pay the whole 1,000 for your rent, but I'm the reason you're in the hole. Do y'all hear it? Or am I bugging?
I said you put me further in the hole. So yes, I take accountability for not getting.
I put him in the hole.
Yes, I take accountability for not paying the rent for February.
I put him in the hole.
What I'm trying to say is that
I put him further in the hole. But I was supposed to go to the shelter, and he was okay with that. But I put him in the hole. Do y'all hear it? So again, what I've been going through behind the scenes is this man feeling like, I guess I'm not acknowledging him, right? Because I live with him. So we do have a sort of a relationship because we live together, right? But it be a lot of shit that goes on like this. And I have never gone live on it. But it's getting to the point, there's no talking to this person. So I will be moving once again. June, because I paid for May, I'll be leaving June 1st. And then you could say I put you in a hole then. The fuck? Crazy. This is why I don't have a man. I need to get to a space where I am going to make myself stable. Because you can't rely on these men to do it. They want half. They want half, and they want to look at your phone. They want to dictate what you're wearing. They want to be mad because you went out with your children's father for Mother's Day. But you didn't even pay the fucking rent money that I gave you. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. I'm sorry I had to bring this live up. I will be taking it down because people love to pinpoint shit. But I needed to express this. So I don't take this with me today. Yeah, I need to prepare. You see, people was happy to see me down is what I came to the conclusion of. People were happy that I was going through. That's why I said we need an exorcism of the Black community. I don't think that everybody realizes it, but I told my story so people are used to the downtrodden me, used to me needing somewhere to live. So this gentleman knew that, and this is why he dangles that over my head. And that's sad. That's sad that I paid my way to be here. And niggas still want to pinpoint. What are you pinpointing when you're not even giving the money I'm giving you for the rent? What are you pinpointing? We got into an argument a week or so ago. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave in the middle of May. He says, well, are you paying me from February? So now this conversation just puts it all into perspective. The nigga said, am I paying him from February $150? I just told you I gave him 1,000. He gave me 4 back that I didn't ask for. Why would you even bring February up? And now knowing you didn't even pay March? Yo! This is the season for us to shine our light. Yes, I had to get it off my chest, so I'm not upset in my day today. Early in the morning, I'm trying to do a little bit more of my hair, and this conversation comes up. And I didn't bring it up as an argument. I'm bringing it up because who wants to give up money and they're not really secure? Would any of y'all want to be paying rent and you're not really sure that you're going to be there? You're not really sure that the rent is getting paid. You're trusting the person that is the leaseholder. Trust is a very powerful tool. And you got to be careful who you put your trust into. People portray well. They act like they're nice people. They act like they for you. But how you going to say you for me when you're not even being honest with me? From the gate, if I told you this is what I'm intending to give you the money for, I didn't say this money was for us to live for the month. I've never said that. I never said, here, hold this money for yourself. I said, you crying about your rent? Pay the rent so that now we both got somewhere to stay. But you didn't do that. So I feel duped. And I don't have the right to feel duped. In my experience, for who I am, I don't have the right to ever feel like someone mistreated me. Do y'all notice that? Do y'all notice the pattern with people, certain individuals that have that slight touch of narcissism? Some have a higher level of narcissism, but they do something wrong. And when you call them out that they hurt you specifically, they tell you, you're wrong. You're the villain. But I'm telling you, you're the villain. No, you're the villain. But you hurt me. No, you. That's what I go. These are the people that I attract. They could hurt me, rob me, do all type of fuck shit, right? And I'm not supposed to call them out. I'm supposed to take it. Joyce Rooks. Renting is stressful, especially when the lease is in someone else's name. TP Judah Lion, the rent comes first. I wasn't worried about food and all of that. I could worry about that later. So that's why it makes the argument that much more dumb as fuck to me, because you know that's not what I gave you the money for. So what is your argument? That's people not wanting to hear the truth about themselves. Why do you think women want to go for a man that has? And you don't got to worry about them pressing you about money that you already gave. So that's that. That is that. It's very unfortunate that you could sit there and ride out for people and they give you their ass to kiss. And they're trying to give you an explanation that what you're saying is not true. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We need an exorcism between black men and black women. Because this is sad. It's sad because I'm the type of woman that I don't judge men about how much they have or what exactly they have. And it still blows up in my face. I'm never the type of female to think a man is going to take care of me. But that's wrong to think either, too. If you have to pay your rent without me and I fall short a couple months and you know you didn't pay the rent when I gave it to you, why are you even bringing that up? Been there, done that. Having a roof over your head is a necessity. Hello? I was on my way to the shelter and I gave him the $1,000 that was donated to me by the grace of God. He knows he's wrong and should apologize and try to make it right. People make mistakes and come back from them if they really want to. That's why I said people make it worse. Instead of them recognizing that they was wrong, they make it, I'm the villain. And that's crazy. I didn't come to none of these motherfuckers' lives. They came to mine. That's the even crazier part. So I just can't. I just really can't, y'all. Anyway, this live is coming down. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a dusty chick to try to repost it, but guess what? That channel's coming down. So I don't really give a fuck. Thank y'all for listening. Let me get started on my day. I got work to do. And sometimes when you are going places, everybody is just not gonna come with you. Unfortunately, they wean themselves out. You don't even have to do much. God reveals it for you. Sometimes you're not even trying to find no answers. And he knows he's wrong for so many reasons. Because I'm trying to be cool with him. I'm trying. And you just keep digging a deeper hole. And on that note, I shade to everyone in the chat. Oh, my head is up. Listen, no matter what, I done dealt with a lot. I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all. Have a great day, y'all. Peace.